Okay, a requirement for year 10 is that you understand specifically the difference between how simple interest works and compound interest works. Last lesson we covered simple interest. You had that formula, SI is equal to PRT. So I just want to show you what happens with simple interest over time. If I invested $100 at 5% per annum for 3 years, what is actually happening here? In year 1, you do 100 times by 0.05 times by 1. That gives you $5. But because it's simple interest, this number stays the same. It's always going to be 5% of the OG 100. So in year 2, it's still going to be $5. And in year 3, it's still going to be $5 because it's always 5% of 100. So what's the total interest going to be paid over those 3 years? $15. You can see that 5% is calculated from the principal that is unchanging. So the interest paid each time is also unchanging. Compound interest is only different because it's got something called the compounding period. It compounds. Compound interest is still calculated with a set interest rate, but there are things called compounding periods. Interest is calculated each compounding period, but this is what's different. Interest is added to the principal each time. The simple interest formula is still used for every compound period, but the interest is added onto the starting principal. So what do we have? The principal is constantly growing. The interest is also constantly growing. So compound interest, how does it work over time? First calculation is exactly the same. But what's different? That $5 doesn't just go into your pocket anymore. That $5 adds on to this. So in year 2, can you just sit here, please? Do you need a calculator? Yeah. Do you need headphones or earplugs? You're right. So instead of being $100 in year 2, what's it going to be now? Is it still going to be 100? If I add $50 onto that, $5 onto that, what's it going to be? 105 times by 0.05 times by 1. Is 5% of $105 still going to be $5? It's going to be slightly more. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at the same time. I believe it's going to be $5.25. We'll see. 105 times 0.05 times by 1. So in the next year, it's going to generate $5.25 of interest. And in the third year, that interest doesn't fly off. It gets added onto here. So in year 3, the starting amount is going to be $110.25 because that $5.25 gets added on to 105. So 5% of that times 0.05 times 1. 110.25 times by 0.05. So in the third year, it generates $5.51. Interest, so what's the total interest going to be paid? 5 plus $5.25 plus $5.51. $15.76, which, although it's not much, is that slightly more than the simple interest situation? Yeah, so that's why compounding interest is more encountered in real life. I'm going to stop the video there.